What's up, freaks? OPEX here, taking a nice 1v1 casting opportunity taking place on Terenas Stand, as I just mentioned, against Grub, not Grubby. Grub, he's a human player. So we got Grub. I'm hungry. Grub, starting his Altar of Kings over here. Versus. We got ArieNNe. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so we're gonna go with... yeah, we'll just go with Red Orc, Blue Human. Nah, why not? Flock it. So we got Barracks, Altar of Kings coming in from the Blue Human. We got standard build from the Orc. I'm gonna let this go a little bit. This isn't live, so it's something I actually watched. I don't remember, 2 weeks ago, last week, something like that. So I'm going to let this speed up. I thought this was a pretty interesting game. See if you guys like it. Go to about the 2-minute mark. You know, until something happens. This should be some sort of voodoo lounge. I can only assume. And this is like the weirdest build. And I gotta say, this is pretty cool, because it took me a while till I figured out what the purpose of this is, and it actually makes sense if you actually pay attention and pay attention to shit.
Are under attack.
So we got a quick creep camp opportunity here. He's gonna pick up a cloak of shadows. Orc doing the typical thing, trying to do a little bit of harassment. As you know, if you ever see a lot of Orc matchups, generally speaking, from me, you'll see Farseer coming up first, because we're kind of sick of that gosh darn Blade Master. Know what I mean? Plus, it's much more fun with the Farseer. Anyways, so here we go, a little bit of harass attempt. Got a Grunt coming over to help out as well. Throwing down those wolves, trying to get as much as possible. The creep camp is finished, so all that is left is the Orc player to be taking down. Might take down that peasant. Believes one shot, boom. Needs to back off, maybe put down a salve. Arcane Vault getting picked up, or constructed. That's gonna do wonders for that human army. So level 2 on that Archmage, level 1 on that Farseer. The Farseer is coming back here to shop up a little bit. I'm assuming he's either... yep, he is teching. He's just starting his tech. Human is not. Human not opting to tech. Farseer trying to do a little bit of harassment with the wolves. May take down that militia. May not. Ended up taking down that militia, and he will take down that wolf. That wolf will give him experience as well, so we'll see which makes it more interesting here. Who's getting more experience? Farseer, about a quarter of the way to level 2. You can't really expect much, just simply trying to harass. Might take down a footman. That was some terrible micro going down. Might take down another footman. But he is coercing a Grunt to leave the battle. Militia heading off to the north, perhaps trying to do a creep camp while trying to handle the harass. Pretty smart on the human. Now, if you haven't noticed, a lot of smart people, I'm not saying pros, but a lot of smart players, I'm just going to go with smart as saying this, like to stay tier 1 a while, take down whoever wants to tech. Do tech, you're going to have less units, less strength in the early game. So I think that's why there's that double barracks coming in.
Are under attack.
For Grub. He definitely has enough to tech. I would be teching right now. Might lose that footman. Might wake up the creep camp. Good. And manage to take care of those wolves. So great job here from the human player. Orc still trying this harass tactic. Not doing much. He did get halfway to level 2. Still not impressive. I don't believe it's worth it. Human is level 2. Brilliant Sword, always popping down more water elementals. It may not be a good fight for the Orc player, but he has not lost much other than his summons. Maybe a few clarity pots and mana pots, healing selves, the whole fucking nine. And this human player is just following. Definitely sees the shop now. If you're reading what these miniature, well, these morons are saying about dick pics and stupid shit that they're talking over here, just ignore that. That shit's annoying. I'm one of those people called an adult, and I'm not saying I'm better than anyone or I'm too adult for you or anything like that. But you know, I have a brain, and this shit, you know, this chatting for no reason just to hear yourself talk and think you're cool. I don't get it. You know, I didn't even like that in high school. But anyways, humans forcing to back off. Fire Lord is now out. That means a little push may be coming with perhaps some bestiaries. Now these could be raiders. These could be wind riders. It could be just for show. And we'll see. I'm not sure what's going on here. I mean, with the these melonheads just chatting away. $2,000 I paid. I paid $2,000. Okay, but some people on the other Grammernate. They're dick pics. 2Q men with proof. Yeah. Okay. That sounds like a bunch of people crying because maybe they got kicked out of a clan or something. I don't know. I grew up early, I guess. So he's focusing that Archmage, trying to get some sort of surround. The human player is not allowing it. The Water Elemental is a great thing to back off. If you have it right next to your Archmage, you cannot get surrounded as easily. Still trying to focus that Archmage, still not doing much in terms of damage, in terms of actually... so Archmage is in a good position again. Not much can happen here. Orc might be waiting for Wind Riders or something of that nature. See what he's popping out. Wind Riders. With a couple AFK peons because he's doing some heavy-duty macroing. So, human players still tier 1. Still popping out footies. You know, footmen are a pretty beastie thing when there's no Blade Master being able to take them down in 2 seconds. Nice canceling that salve. Okay, somehow this Q-man is very popular, these faggots. Yeah, I don't care, but you know, just so annoying that people are children as observers. You know, go into a chat room, or even what do the kids do now? Skype? Is that what the kids do? Go to Skype, see each other in person, be like, hey, I want to blow you. Maybe that'll work out a little more. I know there's, you know, there's other places other than observing Warcraft 3. You know, you're not chatting about Warcraft 3. You're not even probably watching the match. You know, you're there just to be morons. That scroll speed was meant to take down that Archmage, but it did not work that way. Gonna get some experience in the Water Elementals. Not focusing down the thing, which is smart. He does have to back off. And also now he knows he has to transition to Rifleman. Still tier 1. 3 barracks for Rifleman. Not much 3 Wind Riders can do against, you know, Riflemen and Water Elemental, but we'll see. 1 rifle goes down, but so does 1 Wind Rider, so like I said, it's a loss. Not a battle here. Wind Rider's backing off, trying to go after this Footman. Those Footmen do have defend. It's going to push back those arrows and do the same damage back to the Wind Riders. Riflemen actually do increase damage to air. Not to mention, it also has piercing damage. So piercing damage plus extra damage to air. That's actually a great way to, as your tier 1, to get rid of those Wind Riders. But if those Wind Riders were in mass and weren't shown, then it would be another story. This Fire Lord does look a bit surrounded here. Will go down. No transferring any type of... Well, it looks like that Farseer will get out. Rifleman now in mass. So it looks like Red might have to start transitioning to something else. And he does. Raiders. So, not a bad game thus far. Red hasn't creeped anything, I don't believe. But he does manage to get level 3. Should we be getting out that Fire Lord? Or not.
A player's forces are under attack.
Might get us around. No. Scroll. So we do have that ninja expansion to the top right, where the militia just creeped out this creep camp and just started mining. It looks like Red will spot this. And we'll go after these towers. What type of porn? Be honest. Lesbian, dude, I'm being honest. I love girl on girl. I don't like guys, man. Ugh. Man, I feel like... You know, Warcraft 3, we should be all adults by now, you know. But, nah. Still, you know, whine up a storm when you win, whine up a storm when you lose, cry hack. You know, the typical stuff. For some reason, a guy named Opem was there. And I made the analogy of, or like the understanding that there was an Opem, open as an open slot while waiting for the game, and then I'm OPEX. So, yeah. I didn't see that. Well, I don't see that too often. So, to see that would be like, you know, gotta mention it, right? Talk this shit. 4 generations, War 3 gamers. Yeah, you're part of it, Mickey Mouse, or whatever the fuck you are. You're part of that talking shit and collaborating. It's like, you know, there's a soccer mom at my work, right? And, well, this girl doesn't do nothing but talk shit, go up to another person, talk shit, and talk to, you know, a drama queen. It's like middle school. These kids don't grow up. It's almost like the first 40 years of your childhood is like the worst, you know, you're dealing with drama and, you know, all that bullshit. But anyways, we're going back to Warcraft 3 because, I don't know, fapping time and shit like that, you know. I might have a giggle if I'm drunk, but, you know, and then, you know, there's more higher conscious things we can be talking about. Like the New World Order and the government's plan to kill us all with fluoride and you know, dick pics. Alright. Right. So, almost level 5. Definitely will get level 5. Still tier 1. I guess that's all you need is, you know, 70 food. Well, and he left. He was like, you know what, you have 2 expansions. Yeah. You know. So that just proved tier 1 generally is all you need. Even against air, if someone's trying to go fast air, that's all you need is tier 1. Now if you went like, let's say Lost in Tauren, then you got to be like, okay, I got to get those casters out. I got to do something else. But, I don't know. That was a bad play from the orc. If you see your opponent going to stay in tier 1 and you have 3 fucking barracks, you can be easily popping out those riflemen, probably faster than those wind riders. Not to mention you got water elementals, so he put probably all his bank into having a speed scroll and a bunch of wind riders into thrust after that archmage at that point. And if he took down that archmage, that means no more water elementals, which means those rifles would be easy picking, which I don't think he actually had rifles at that point. So he put all his bang into one moment. Typical orc player, trying to hit one moment and you win the game. One creepjack with a blade master, you win the game. That's quite the orc mentality. Humans more, I just gotta own you, try some, I dare you, kind of coerce you into situations. And undead is more of, take total control. If they don't have total control, then they are they're the victims. If they don't make you a victim, they're the victim. Same thing with Night Elf. I'd like to say Night Elf needs 100% control. If you don't have control as a Night Elf player, then you're probably not a good Night Elf player, and you should switch races. Alright, well, I probably have one more game, so thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy, and feel free to subscribe if you're new. I will have more content, and if you keep enjoying and keep liking my shit, then I'll keep bringing out my shit. Know what I mean? That's how it works. See ya.